So we all have studied trigonometry in junior classes. So here we will revise the concepts that we studied in junior classes, and we will do some advanced concept also. Okay. So let us first define angle. So what is an angle? So we all have an intuitive idea about an angle, but formally angle can be defined as the amount of rotation produced, amount or measure of rotation produced in a ray. So if you have a ray, this O is the vertex of this ray, and this is the initial position of the ray. So I'm calling it initial ray. And if suppose I start rotating, so O is the vertex about which rotation is taking place. So if I suppose I start rotating this ray, then what will happen? It will start moving like this, and after some time, the final ray will be different from the initial ray. So the amount of rotation, the measure of amount of rotation is angle. So angle is nothing but a physical quantity which gives us the measure of amount of rotation. Okay. So by convention, the rotation in anti-clockwise direction is taken as positive, and rotation in clockwise direction is taken as negative. So this angle will be taken as positive. So if this is initial ray and this is final ray, this angle is positive. And if suppose the rotation is done in anti-clockwise direction, this is initial ray and this is final ray, then this angle will be negative. Okay. So what is one complete rotation? So after one complete rotation, the initial ray, this is initial ray, and final ray, both will be parallel, or both will be same. So this angle represents one complete rotation. So the angle can be measured in terms of rotations, number of rotations or revolutions. But there are other units also which are used to measure angle, and we will be discussing two of those. One is degree and another one is रेडियन. सो हम इन दोनों को डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है, तो आप ये कॉपी कर लो, उसके बाद आगे चलते हैं. Okay. So can I erase this?
Sir, 1 minute, please.
Okay. Please let me know when you are done.
Yes, sir, done.
All right. So what is degree? 1 degree is 1 by 360 of one complete rotation. So you have this as your initial ray and same as your final ray also. And this is one revolution. So we can divide it into 360 equal parts, this complete revolution. So one part, the angle corresponding to one part will be 1 degree. So 1 degree is nothing but 1 by 360 of one complete rotation. Okay, so all of you are aware of this. So this is 360 degree. This is 360 degree. Similarly, this is 180 degree. This is 90 degree. This is 270 degree. Now degree is further divided into minutes and minutes are further divided into seconds. So 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equal to how much? 60 seconds. Minutes. This is seconds. So this was about degree and all of you already know about this, but now we will be discussing a very important unit of angle which is known as radian.
Radian.
So let us discuss that. I think I can erase this now. Okay, this is very basic. These are very basic things which you are already aware of. So let us move on to radian now. Okay. Now what is radian? Radian is another unit in which angle is measured. Okay. So we all know that arc of a circle subtends an angle at the center. Okay. So 1 radian is the angle subtended by an arc of unit length at the center of a circle of unit radius. Please write this definition. This definition is very important. So 1 radian is the angle subtended by an arc of unit length at the center of a circle of unit radius. एक रेडियन क्या है? एक रेडियन वो एंगल है जो यूनिट लेंथ का आर्क यूनिट रेडियस के सर्कल के सेंटर पे सबटेंड करता है. तो it will be more clear with this diagram. So I'm drawing this diagram. So suppose this is a circle of radius 1 unit and suppose OA and OB are two different radiuses of this circle, and suppose length of this arc is equal to radius. This is also 1 unit. This length is L and L is equal to 1 unit. Then this angle theta will be 1 radian. If the radius is not 1 unit for any circle of arbitrary radius r, 1 radian will be the angle subtended by an arc whose length is r units. Please please go through this, and if you have any doubts in this, please let me know. We have just defined radian. Radian is another way of measuring angles. Okay, so 1 radian is basically the angle subtended by an arc of unit length at the center of a circle of unit radius. So if this is a circle of unit radius, and if this is an arc whose length is 1 unit, then the angle which this arc will subtend at the center will be 1 radian. Or for a circle of arbitrary radius r, 1 radian will be the angle subtended by an arc whose length is equal to the radius of this circle at the center of this circle. Please copy this and let me know when you are done.
Yes, sir.
Should I erase this? Somebody is asking something. Done. Okay. Now, suppose this length is L units. Now, when the length of R is R units, then angle subtended is 1 radian. When it is L units, angle subtended will be 1 over R into L, which is L by R. So theta is equal to L by R. So an arc of length L units subtends an angle theta equal to L by R radians at the center of circle of radius R units. Okay, so if this is a circle whose radius is R units, and this is an arc and arc length is L units, then the angle subtended, angle AOB, which is represented by theta in this figure, will be equal to L by R radians. Okay, so theta equal to L by R, or we can also say L equal to R into theta. So length of arc equal to radius of the circle multiplied by angle in radians. So this theta is in radians.
Sir, how radius is 1 radian?
How? Sorry?
How radius is 1 radian?
Radius is not 1 radian. Radius is equal to r units. Angle is 1 radian. This angle is 1 radian. Angle is theta radians in this case. Radius r units है. R radians नहीं, R units. ठीक है, तो जो एंगल होगा रेडियन में वो किसका रेशियो हो जाएगा? लेंथ ऑफ आर्क डिवाइडेड बाय रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल. So radian is another way of measuring an angle. So suppose you have an angle. So how will you measure the value of that angle in radians? Okay, just think about it. I will answer this question in a moment. Suppose you have this angle. Okay, so this is an angle which is made by these two rays. So how will you measure this angle in radians? Suppose I have to find out theta. So question is find theta in radians using some geometrical constructions. So how will you do it? Just go through the definition of radian and then try to figure out how will you do it. So what I can do, I can put my compass here. Somebody has length of arc upon radius. Very good. So what I will do, I can put my compass here and draw a circle of arbitrary radius like this. Okay. So suppose this radius is r. Okay. Then this circle, the part of this circle, suppose AOB, a part of this circle will be intercepted by these two lines. I will calculate the length of this. L is basically arc of the circle between lines. So what I can do, L by R will be my theta. If I can measure this length somehow, okay, which I can do using, there are ways of finding out the length of the arc. So theta will be equal to L upon R. Okay. Now another question. What is the relationship between 1 radian and one? What is the relationship between 1 complete revolution and 1 radian? So,
So 1 complete revolution is 2 pi radians.
Yes, good. So suppose this was my initial ray, and if I rotate it by 1 complete revolution, my final ray will also be same as the initial ray. So this is the complete rotation. Okay. Suppose I have to find out this angle in, so I know this is 360 degree. In degrees, it is equal to 360 units. Suppose I have to find out what is the value of this angle in radians. So what I will do, I will put my compass here, and what I will do, I will draw a circle like this. Okay. So basically the entire circumference of the circle is intercepted between initial ray and final rays. So as I start moving this initial ray from here, so initial ray will be at different points at different instants of time. It will be here, it will be here, it will be here, and finally it will reach here. So almost the entire length of this circle is intercepted by this. So total length intercepted, so theta is equal to length divided by radius. So total length intercepted is equal to circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r divided by r. So it is 2 pi radians. Okay. So 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi radians. This is 360 degree also. So 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radians. which means that 1 degree is equal to pi by
180
radians, or 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi degrees. Okay. So basically this is 2 pi radian. How much is this? Pi radian, है ना, 180 degree. How much is this? Pi by 2 radians. And how much is this? This is 3 pi by 2 radians. So let us do some problems based on this conversion between radians and degrees. Okay. I am erasing this. So ठीक है, ये सबने लिख लिया है. तो अब कुछ क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. So write down, find the radian measure corresponding to following degree measures. Okay, I'm writing it here. Find radian measure corresponding to following degree measures. First is 25 degree. Second is 240 degree. Third is 520 degree. And second question is find degree measure corresponding to the following radian measure. First is 11 by 16. Second is 5 pi by 3. And third is 7 pi by 6. So please quickly do both of these questions. तो क्या यूज करेंगे इसमें? पाई रेडियन इज इक्वल टू 180 डिग्री होता है. तो 1 डिग्री जो होगा, 1 डिग्री is equal to pi by 180 radians. Okay, so this formula can be used here. So 25 degrees means 25 pi by 180.
So 5 pi by 36.
Good. And third 520 pi by 180. तो ये तो फर्स्ट वाला पार्ट हो गया. अब ये सेकंड वाला पार्ट भी कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. उसमें क्या यूज हो जाएगा भाई? 1 रेडियन इज इक्वल टू 180 बाय पाई डिग्रीज. इसको यूज करके ये सब भी निकाल सकते हैं. इसके फर्स्ट पार्ट का आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? 11 by 16 into 180 by pi. सेकेंड पार्ट का आंसर हो जाएगा 5 pi by 3 into 180 by pi. और थर्ड पार्ट का आंसर हो जाएगा 7 pi by 6 into 180 by pi. इनको जल्दी से कर लीजिए कैलकुलेट, ताकि हम आगे बढ़े. तो फिजिक्स में हम मैथमेटिक्स में जो स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट है वो रेडियन ही है, ठीक है। पूरा कैलकुलस जो हम करते हैं वो उसमें एंगल जो लिया जाता है वो रेडियंस में ही लिया जाता है, ठीक है, क्योंकि उससे जो है चीजें इजी हो जाती हैं। आगे आप देखेंगे कैलकुलस में लिमिट्स का एक कंसेप्ट आता है, तो साइन थीटा बाई थीटा, जब साइन थीटा जो होता है, अगर थीटा बहुत छोटा हो जाए एंगल, तो साइन थीटा जो है थीटा के बराबर हो जाता है, जहां थीटा रेडियंस में होता है। तो आगे हम रेडियंस का ही इस्तेमाल ज्यादा करेंगे, डिग्री का कम करेंगे, ठीक है। चलिए अब ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। आप लोग स्क्रीन का स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हैं, ताकि जो बहुत बेसिक चीजें हैं उसमें टाइम वेस्ट ना हो, ठीक है। तो आप मोबाइल पे देख रहे हैं या जहां भी देख रहे हैं वहां स्क्रीन का स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये चीज तो पूरा उतारोगे तो उसमें बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लग जाएगा। ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन स्टार्ट करेंगे। सो जो बेसिक ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस हैं, we have already studied about basic trigonometric functions, what is sine theta, what is cosine theta, and what is tan theta. Okay, so in your junior classes you must have studied about this. Sine theta is basically perpendicular upon hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Cos theta is
Base upon hypotenuse.
base upon. So we have defined these ratios for a right angle triangle. Okay, cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. Okay, so basically if this is a, if this is a right angle triangle and theta is an acute angle, so trigonometric ratios corresponding to this angle theta. So corresponding to this angle theta, see AC will always remain hypotenuse. The side containing theta, so basically there are two lines AB and BC which are perpendicular to each other. The side containing this angle theta is base. Okay, this is side containing angle theta, whereas side opposite to this angle theta is perpendicular. So for a right angle triangle, this theta will always be an acute angle. It will be less than 90 degree, because sum of all three angles should be equal to 180 degree. This angle is already 90. It means that the sum of rest of two angles will be equal to 90. So individual angle cannot exceed 90 degree. Okay. So theta is an acute angle, and tan theta was perpendicular upon base. Okay. तो हाइपोटेन्यूज को H से डिनोट कर दिया, परपेंडिकुलर को P से और बेस को B से। उसी तरह से फिर कोसेक थीटा जो है वो इनवर्स ऑफ साइन थीटा होता है, तो ये कितना हो जाता है, हाइपोटेन्यूज बाय परपेंडिकुलर. सेक थीटा इज इनवर्स ऑफ कॉस थीटा which is hypotenuse by base, and cot theta is inverse of tan theta which is base by perpendicular. So all this we have already done in our junior classes. If anybody has any doubt in this, please let me know, because I'm doing it quickly because you have already studied this in your junior classes, and there are certain trigonometric identities. What are those? Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to
1.
There are two more. Sec square theta equal to
1 plus tan square theta.
1 plus tan square theta. What is another one?
So 1 plus cot square theta is equals to cosec square theta.
Cosec square theta equal to 1 plus cot square theta. So is there anyone who is not familiar with all this basic definition of trigonometric functions, sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, and all these identities? Okay, so all of you are familiar with this. So now, using this definition, the sine theta, all these trigonometric ratios, sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta, they are defined for acute angles only. What about obtuse angles? So I know that sine of 30 degrees is 1 by 2. Can you tell me what is sine of 120 degree? So using this definition, you cannot say, because uh, this definition is defined for right angle triangle only. Okay, so अब देखते हैं कि जो ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस हैं, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज हैं, जो ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल्स के लिए कितना होता है. अगर थीटा जो है 90 डिग्री से ज्यादा है, तब हम ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं. ठीक है, so let us define trigonometric ratios for all the angles where theta can lie between 0 and 360 degree, or theta can be more than 360 degree also. Okay, so suppose this is a circle of unit radius. Okay, this is a circle of unit radius. So these two lines, perpendicular lines, the horizontal line is my x-axis and vertical line is my y-axis. So both of these are intersecting at point O, and O is also the center of this circle. So O is center of the circle. So this angle will be 90 degree. Suppose this side, so this is a circle of unit radius. So I have drawn a circle of unit radius with its center at O, and O is also the origin for the Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, for my coordinate system, okay, x-axis is this horizontal line and y-axis is this vertical line. So radius of this circle is 1 unit. So r is equal to 1 unit. Now suppose I start rotating this line. This is the initial position or initial ray. Suppose I start rotating this ray. After some time, this ray will reach here. So this is my initial ray and this is my final ray. Suppose this is the angle between initial ray and final ray. So theta, what is theta? Is basically angle between initial and final rays in radian. All right. So suppose the coordinates of point P, suppose this point is P. P represents the, so OQ was the original direction, the original ray, and OP is my final ray. So P is the head of this ray, final ray. Okay. So suppose coordinates of this P is x comma y. Okay. If I draw a perpendicular from P to this, let us call it R. So triangle ORP is basically a right angle triangle. So angle ORP is right angle triangle. this PR is equal to Y unit and OR is equal to X units. OP is 1 unit. तो ट्रायंगल ORP को अगर हम देखें, ये Y है, ये X है और ये 1 यूनिट। तो जो साइन थीटा होगा वो क्या होगा? X, सॉरी, Y by radius which is 1 unit। और कोसाइन थीटा जो होगा वो कैसे डिफाइन होता है? वो डिफाइन होता है x by 1 unit which is x। tan theta is y upon x। सिमिलरली कोसेक थीटा, कॉट थीटा और सेक थीटा की हम यहां से हम कोसेक थीटा, सेक थीटा और कॉट थीटा भी हम बना सकते हैं। क्या क्या होगा? कोसेक थीटा क्या होगा, सेक थीटा क्या होगा और कॉट थीटा क्या होगा। All right, so now with this definition, even if the angle is more than 90 degree, if suppose angle is this theta, this angle is theta, and this theta is more than 90 degree, sin theta, cos theta and tan theta will still be defined, okay? Because this point also, here suppose this point is P1, P1 also has an x coordinate and y coordinate, so sin theta, cos theta and tan theta can be defined using this definition of trigonometric ratios, okay? तो जो साइन थीटा होता है वो 190 डिग्री से बड़े एंगल्स के लिए भी डिफाइन हो सकता है अगर हम इस तरह से डिफाइन करें तो अभी हम देखते हैं कैसे। ये बेसिक डेफिनेशन आप लिख लीजिए। तो साइन थीटा क्या है? तो बेसिकली एक यूनिट रेडियस का सर्कल है, उसमें हमें इनिशियल रे पता है और जो इनिशियल रे को हम रोटेट करना स्टार्ट करते हैं तो बेसिकली ये रे रोटेट होना स्टार्ट होगी, तो जो इसका टिप है उसके कोऑर्डिनेट x, y है, तो जो साइन थीटा है वो y कोऑर्डिनेट के बराबर हो जाएगा और cos थीटा जो है वो x कोऑर्डिनेट के बराबर हो जाएगा। जो रेडियस है एक्चुअली ये y अपॉन r है, बट रेडियस जो है वो 1 यूनिट है, और उसी तरह से ये x अपॉन r है, बट रेडियस जो है वो 1 यूनिट है, ओके? तो साइन थीटा y अपॉन r एंड cos थीटा x अपॉन r हो जाएगा, ठीक है? तो क्योंकि रेडियस 1 यूनिट है तो साइन थीटा y के बराबर हो जाएगा और cos थीटा x के बराबर हो जाएगा, ठीक है? चलिए, तो अब देखिए अलग अलग क्वाड्रेंट्स होते हैं, तो अलग अलग क्वाड्रेंट्स में ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज की वैल्यू क्या क्या है वो हम देख सकते हैं इससे, ठीक है? तो जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल ये फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट है, ये सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट है, ये थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट है और ये फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट है। तो हमने क्या देखा था? साइन थीटा कितना था? y के बराबर, और कोसाइन थीटा कितना था? x के बराबर, अगर ये यूनिट रेडियस का सर्कल है, और tan थीटा कितना था? y अपॉन x के बराबर। तो फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में क्या है? x इज पॉजिटिव एंड y इज ऑल्सो पॉजिटिव, y is also positive. सेकेंड में क्या है, x नेगेटिव, y भी y पॉजिटिव.
Positive.
थर्ड में क्या है, x नेगेटिव, y
Negative.
नेगेटिव. और फोर्थ में क्या है, x पॉजिटिव एंड y
Negative.
नेगेटिव. तो अब ये रेशियोज बताइए. जैसे तो हम यहाँ पे लिख लेते हैं साइन थीटा, कॉस थीटा और टेन थीटा. जो बाकी रेशियोज है वो तो निकल जाएंगे आराम से. और यहाँ क्वाड्रेंट बना लेते हैं. ये फर्स्ट है, ये सेकंड है, ये थर्ड है और ये फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट है. तो फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में साइन थीटा क्या होगा,
Positive.
y पॉजिटिव है. अच्छा, फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में cos थीटा भी क्या होगा, पॉजिटिव. और tan भी क्या हो जाएगा, पॉजिटिव. सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में साइन थीटा किसके बराबर है, x के बराबर. यहाँ नीचे x लिख देता हूँ और ये y हो जाएगा. सॉरी ये y है, साइन थीटा y के बराबर. cos थीटा x के बराबर और ये y अपॉन x के बराबर है. तो y पॉजिटिव है तो सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में क्या होगा, साइन थीटा क्या
Positive.
रहेगा, पॉजिटिव रहेगा. ठीक है. और cos थीटा
Negative.
नेगेटिव. और tan थीटा साइन बाय cos नेगेटिव हो जाएगा ना. ठीक है. थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट साइन थीटा,
Negative.
कोसाइन थीटा,
Negative.
tan थीटा.
And so positive.
फोर्थ में बताओ, साइन थीटा,
So negative.
कोस थीटा
Also positive.
और tan थीटा.
Negative.
ओके. तो इस तरह से हो जाएंगे ये, नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव हो जाएगा. ठीक है. तो अब जो है हम यूजिंग दिस कन्वेंशन वी कैन डिफाइन sin, cos and tan for the angles which are greater than 90 degree also. Okay. ये क्या है, ये 0 रेडियन है, ये पाई बाय 2 रेडियन है, ये पाई रेडियन है, ये 3 पाई बाय 2 रेडियन है. तो साइन ऑफ जीरो कितना होगा, साइन ऑफ जीरो, यहाँ पे y कितना है, 0 है ना. 0 रेडियन मतलब इसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या है,
So yes sir.
1,0 है ना. ये कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या है, कोऑर्डिनेट
Yes sir.
इसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स
So
1,0. ये कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या है, 0,1.
0,1.
ये क्या है, -1,
-1, 0.
और ये क्या है,
0,-1.
तो साइन ऑफ जीरो कितना होगा, y 0 डिग्री मतलब यहाँ पे
0.
0. और cos ऑफ जीरो कितना होगा, 1
1.
के बराबर है ना.
1 sir.
हाँ. साइन ऑफ पाई बाय 2, जब रे यहाँ पहुंच जाएगी तो एंगल कितना हो जाएगा, ये पाई बाय 2. तो साइन ऑफ पाई
Yes
बाय
sir.
कितना होगा, x कितना
So
है,
1.
1. और cos ऑफ पाई बाय 2
0.
0. सिमिलरली साइन ऑफ पाई, अगेन y कितना है पाई पे, पाई मतलब यहाँ, दिस इज पाई. साइन ऑफ पाई कितना है,
0.
cos ऑफ पाई,
So -1.
गुड. उसी तरह से और भी कर सकते हैं, उस तरह से, है ना। साइन ऑफ 3π/2 कितना है?
0.
0. कॉस ऑफ 3π/2 नहीं, साइन ऑफ 3π/2 कितना है भाई बताओ? गलत।
Yes, -1.
-1. एंड कॉस ऑफ 3π/2
0.
साइन ऑफ 2π 0 और कॉस ऑफ 2π 1, है ना। तो ये सब लिख लीजिए।
Yes, sir. Done.
All right, so we'll continue from here where we are leaving right now. Okay, so today is Saturday. Today is Saturday or Friday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday. So will there be a class tomorrow? You don't know.
No idea, sir.
No idea. Okay. So we have okay. So basically, this although you might be feeling that why we are doing mathematics right now, it is physics class, but mathematics is going on. But believe me, it is very important to do all these things properly, very much properly. Otherwise, because physics is the laws of physics, and then rest everything is mathematics. So mathematics is very important. So this mathematical foundation is very important, and it will help you in coming lectures. So do not think that why we are doing mathematics in physics class. Okay, you will realize when you will start doing real physics, you will realize that this lecture, the time that we are spending here in doing mathematics, this was very important time, and it is very important to understand all these things. Okay, so with this I am closing this session, and we'll meet on Monday, or I don't know whether tomorrow, if tomorrow is the class, then we'll meet tomorrow, and we'll continue from where we have left. So there will be one more class on trigonometry, and then after that we will start coordinate geometry and then other things. Okay, all right, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.